Hey guys, thanks for joining me for this Pilates mat class as full length. We're focusing on shoulder bridging today. I have a long foam roller and a squishy ball. Let's go ahead and begin class by lying our foam roller long on the mat. I would love to begin class with the ball between the knees. And when I say between the knees, I mean above the knees, right above the knees between your thighs. If this is not good for your body today, because we're going to be rolling down with the ball between our knees, go ahead and put the ball to the side, place the ball in after you are safely down on your foam roller. We're going to come to sitting on the end of our foam roller. I'm going to begin by placing the ball between my knees, giving a nice squeeze on it by squeezing my inner thighs and wrapping my glutes from the hips all the way around to the back. I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down, palms up to the ceiling to open up my shoulders, wrap my ribs, draw my abdominals up in a nice long neck, sitting straight up on my sits bones. I'm going to tuck my tail, squeezing in on the ball, drawing in towards my midline. I'm going to roll down with control. Woo! From there, I'm going to adjust my body wherever I need to on my foam roller so that I'm feeling safe. I'm going to squeeze on my ball again. Wrap my glutes, find my flat sacrum on the mat. This is the spot from both my back hip bones to my tailbone. I have a nice lift to my low back between my sacrum and my 12th rib back here. All 12 ribs are sinking into the mat. I'm allowing the foam roller to insert itself between my shoulder blades and sort of spread them apart. This is going to allow my collarbone to open, nice wide shoulders. From there, I'm going to raise my arms up, palms facing each other to the ceiling. My fingertips are coming out of my sternum. A lot of times people want to raise their arms up to here. Let's drop them so that if we bend our arms, we can tap where our sternum and 12th rib meet. The curtains of our ribs meet the middle section, which is the sternum. And then we lift it back up. It's coming right out of our sternum. Allow your shoulder blades to sort of sink around the foam roller. From there, we're going to reach our fingertips up. Don't reach your fingertips in, crushing in on your pecs. Reach your fingers up by sort of releasing your shoulder blades off the foam roller and then pull them back down, allowing the foam roller to widen your shoulder blades. Don't allow your shoulders to creep up. Keep a nice squeeze under your arms and up to the ceiling and pull. It is a slight pec flex or pec squeeze. We're going to continue going, breathing. I'm inhaling up and exhaling down. When I reach and pull, my spine's not shifting off of the foam roller. Good, we're going to add on from here. This is my favorite foam roller warm-up exercise. I'm going to reach up, sink my shoulder blades around the foam roller, open my arms to a T, feel in a nice stretch under my arms, squeeze under my arms, pull my shoulders away from my ears. Reach back up out of my sternum, reach to the ceiling, sink, arms to a T, and back to the beginning. And reach, and sink, and open, and close. And I inhale on the reach, and I exhale on the sink. I inhale when I open to the T, and I exhale on the close. When you open to the T, don't allow your 12th rib to pop off the mat. Sink it down to really increase that stretch. Good, guys. Now from there, we're going to scissor our arms. When we scissor, make sure that our ribs aren't shifty. We want to keep our spine connected to the foam roller. So reach your right arm down and your left arm up to your ear. If you can reach it there without shifting your ribs, go ahead and drop your arms a little bit further for an additional stretch. Now, leaving the box of your body in completely still position, float your arms back up to the sternum, and then switch the scissor. Don't allow your ribs to shift as you do this. The box of your body is staying completely still. Now, if you find that you're a little tight here, only go as far as you can before your ribs start to shift, so that you can sort of increase your flexibility in that area. We're going to keep this nice and slow, so we can really enjoy the movement. And and really focus on keeping our body from shifting. While we're here, let's go ahead and squeeze in on those inner thighs and wrap those glutes. We don't want to lose that connection with the squishy ball right now. Good. Keep it going. Let's do one more. And then we're going to do 3 arm circles in each direction, guys. So we're going to come back to our hands coming up out of our sternum. Double check on that. We're going to float the hands down to the hips, palms up. Circle wide to the side. Don't allow your ribs to pop off here. So really wrap the ribs as if you're wearing a corset. Float your arms back up out of your sternum. And your palms will come down by your side. Allow the foam roller to come between your shoulder blades and spread them wide apart. And reach up. And when you come up to your sternum, palms face each other. One more in this direction. Locate that squeeze. Really start to warm up those glutes. They're going to help with the shoulder bridge, right? Or the bridging. Reach back, sink your ribs. Sink your back ribs. Sink your back 12 ribs. Your back 12 rib. Good, guys. Only go as far as you can while maintaining your rib connection to the mat. Palms up to the ceiling. Circle your arms around. Reaching your pinky blade edge to your hips. And float your hands back up. When you get over your sternum, palms face each other. Then they flip up as you reach your hands behind. If this is as far as you can go with your ribs, stay there, guys. We want to really make sure that we're maintaining a strong rib connection for all the bridging that we're going to be doing today. And reach around. And let's come back up again. Good. From there, I'm going to remove my ball. I'm going to place it to the side where it hopefully will not roll away. There you go. I'm going to bring my arms down by my side. I can be on my forearm with my forearms and hands pressing into the mat. I can be on the palms of my hands. I can be on my fingertips. Sometimes I like to test on 2 fingertips. Whatever's working for your balance today, I'm going to walk my feet in together so that they're squeezing together. I'm really wrapping my glutes here and squeezing in on my inner thighs. I'm going to inhale, exhale, sink my lower abdominals, float my left leg up to a tabletop position for marching. Woo-hoo! And then I'm going to inhale it back down and exhale my right leg up. Guys, while we're here marching slowly, make sure that your box of your body from your hips and your shoulders are all staying in alignment. We're pulling our leg up to tabletop, wrapping our ribs, sinking our lower abdominals, nice and wide and loose across the collarbone. A nice softened sternum, but still remaining connected the entire time. I'm squeezing my legs together so they're rubbing when I come down, and they're rubbing when I pull them up. Ooh, I lost the 12th rib a little bit. Go ahead and check on yours. Good. Now on this next one, lift your left leg up and your right leg up. Stay in a tabletop. Don't allow your knees to come too close. Don't allow them to go too far away. It's as if your thighs are the table legs and your shins are the top of the table. Now, by pressing your thigh away from you, but not changing the degree of bend in the back of your knee, I'm going to inhale to reach my left toe towards the mat, dip it in the water, wherever that may be, by keeping my body in neutral on the foam roll, and exhale back up. Now my right leg. Nice wide shoulder blades. Don't allow them to creep up. They're not going to help you out, right? Use the sink of your lower abdominals to lift your leg. Still think of wrapping your glutes strongly and squeezing your inner thighs. Good. If you have a mirror nearby, go ahead and check your tabletop, guys. How's it looking? We have 2 more on each side. Nice long, loose neck. 1 more. Now, keeping our legs up in tabletop. We're going to squeeze our legs together. We're going to inhale both toes. Slowly. Exhale, use our abdominals to lift. Don't allow your ribs to pop off the mat. or your sacrum to tilt forward, or your tailbone to support the weight of your legs. Only go as far as you can while maintaining your neutral spine on the foam roller. I'm shaking, guys. I don't know about you. This is very hard. If you feel that this is not your move today, go ahead and go back to the single leg toe dip. We have 2 more. Final one. Good. Go ahead and place one foot down and then the other foot. I'm going to reach back, I'm going to grab my ball again. I'm going to place it between my knees again. So right above my knees, between my thighs, I'm going to squeeze on it, wrap my glutes. Reach up again out of my sternum, reaching up towards the ceiling. If this is not your move today, you can place one hand down. We're going to try some little light curls, or 2 hands down, walk your fingers along the mat, or you can do it off of the foam roller. Otherwise, we're going to begin with our hands up to the ceiling. Nice wide open shoulders. We're going to keep them nice wide open the entire time. We're not going to round in on them as we curl up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to crease at the sternum and lift up. Make sure that your tailbone doesn't tuck here. You'll be able to tell, especially on a foam roller, if you feel that. Articulate back down and exhale to lift. And inhale down. Squeeze in on the ball. The more you squeeze towards the midline on this, the easier it is to maintain your balance on the foam roller. When you're curling it, make sure that you have a space between your chin and your chest. I've heard it said that it's an apple. I've heard it said that it's an orange. My favorite is the egg. If you crush your chin to your chest, you're going to crush your egg down the front of your shirt. And if you lift your chin too high, the egg will roll away. Staying up in the last curl up, without moving anything below the belly button, we're going to crunch in or flex in on our left oblique and reach our fingertips towards our toe and come back to center. Reach your right fingertips to your right toe and center. Don't allow your sacrum to shift on the foam roller. You're really just crunching at the oblique and allowing your shoulder to shift slightly. Good. One more to each side, guys. Excellent. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to get rid of the ball again real fast. We're going to do footwork from here. We are going to do footwork with our head, neck, and shoulders down. If you'd like to do the footwork off of the foam roller, you're welcome to. Inhale, exhale with my right foot to tabletop, my left foot to tabletop. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to return to tabletop each time, but I'm going to extend my feet out, pressing energy through my heels, and pull them back in. And extend. My legs are squeezed. I'm wrapping my glutes. I'm not allowing my 12th rib to pop off the mat. Allow your shoulder blades to round over the foam roller. Inhale. And exhale to fall. Good. Here's 7. We're going to go to 10. And 8. And 9. And on 10, stay out. And we're going to extend our feet so the toes are pulled back and then point our toes. Pull the toes back, flex the foot. We're articulating through the foot as we point and flex. Really squeezing as much as we can out of this movement. If you find that your back's floating off, float your feet up a couple inches towards the ceiling. And now pull your feet back into tabletop. Separate your legs so that you're in a frog, a tabletop frog. We don't want it here. We want it to still be in tabletop. And now we're going to extend our legs away from us, squeezing our inner thighs, wrapping our glutes, and pull back. As you extend, rotate the femur and the hip socket to really work the turnout. Your knees should be tracking over your big toes. If you want to take a look at that as you pull it back in, make sure that your toes aren't here and your knees aren't here. Make sure that you're not compromising the integrity of the knee. Good. What a warm-up, right? 8. And here's 9. here's 10. Pull it back. We're going to be doing sort of like a frog swimming movement. So we're going to press it out to frog, separate our feet the width of the mat, pull it into a wide Pilates V, and then just connect the heels. And press and separate and pull wide and connect. Here's 3. We're going to do 5 in this pattern, and then we're going to reverse. One more. Now with our heels connected, we're going to separate our heels so that we're in the wide Pilates V with bent legs with our feet separated, and press it out. And now squeeze our inner thighs together and pull back to the frog. Separate and press as if we're standing into something. And pull. Just 3. Make sure your spine's connected. You're not rocking off at any point. And if you are, go ahead and raise your feet up slightly as you press out. Good. From there, I'm going to place my feet on the mat. I'm going to rock gently from side to side. I'm going to roll off to one side. If your mat is raised like mine is, please don't fall off the side, right? Great. I'm going to take the foam roller, hold it long in my hands. I'm not going to be pressing in with my fingers. I'm going to be pressing in with the palm of my hand to the foam roller. I'm going to have it coming up out of my sternum. You guessed it again. I'm going to squeeze my legs together. My feet, my heels should be no wider than the bottom of my sits bones apart. Our first bridge of the day, I'm going to walk my heels in slightly. We're only rolling up to where our 12th rib on our back is. So go ahead and find that. Don't roll up any higher. Inhale, exhale, imprint your spine, squeeze your glutes and lift. And lower. Allow the foam roller to settle your shoulder blades wide into the mat. Lift and lower. Really hollow out from hip to hip as you begin the very, very beginning of a shoulder bridge, right? We're going to work our way through it. Now, weight your sacrum heavy. No lifting it. All we're going to do is curl up to the tips of our shoulder blades. Make sure your sacrum's still heavy. And lower. Reaching our ribs to our hips. Sliding around and pressing into the foam roller to really engage in our arms. Now, after we've done this 6th one, we're going to combo the last 2 moves. So, we're going to lower our head, neck, and shoulders, imprint our spine, tuck our tail, and lift to the 12th rib, and lower, and curl up, and lower, and baby bridge, and lower, curl up, and lower. We have 4 more. Walk your feet in a little closer. Baby bridge, and lower. Keep your knees together the whole time on the bridge. And lower, squeeze those inner thighs. And lower. Should be easier to find your sacrum here now that we've done so much foam roller work. Let's do one more. And final one. And lower. From there, I'm going to draw my right foot up to tabletop, my left foot up. I'm going to curl up, place my foam roller on my legs. Oops. I want to make sure that I'm in full tabletop. Squeeze my legs together, lower my head, neck, and shoulders, raise my fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're going to do hundreds here. Inhale, exhale to curl up, making sure that I'm not tucking. If I do, most likely my foam roller will come and hit me if I have completely flat shins. So I'm going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your legs. Remember the egg under your chin. Shoot energy out of your hands, reaching for the end of the mat. No tucking, guys, flat sacrum. Remember the flat sacrum from the foam roller exercise. No winging your fingers up, reaching out long. Inhale, and wrap your glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale. Final one. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. hit you in the face, I'm going to place my feet flat on the mat, put my foam roller behind my knees for safekeeping. Reach my fingertips up, inhale. Exhale to rock up to sitting. I want to sit straight up on my sits bones. So my feet are going to be extended long. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to collapse my legs over my foam roller though. I am going to be squeezing my legs together. I'm going to have my foam roller under my legs. For added support on this, we are going to put the ball between the knees, I think, right above the knees. There we go. That'll help to ensure that we don't collapse over the foam roller unnecessarily. If you find the foam roller still in your way, go ahead and put it off to the side. From there, we're going to do a couple rollbacks. So reach your fingertips out long in front of you, palms facing in front of you, flipped up slightly. Inhale, exhale to tuck and curl back. Curl back until you can find a flattish sacrum, and exhale back up. Draw your ribs to your hips. Back up to sitting. Good job, guys. Keep a squeeze on the ball. Drop your shoulders down. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. From there, we're going to add on or do another movement. So, I'm going to bring my fingers tapping in the center. They're going to be coming out of my sternum again, so I can maintain that squeeze under my arms, pulling my shoulders away from my ears. I'm going to rotate from the ribs up over to the left side. I've not rocked my right sits bone off. They're completely grounded. And from there, I'm going to tuck and roll back, maintaining the rotation. Come back up to sitting. And tuck and roll back. And sit. Good. And inhale back. Now, as you tuck and roll back, you don't need to round your shoulders in to get there. So just tuck and then articulate. Your shoulders don't have anything to do with it. Now, when I go to the right side, my shoulders always want to get involved. That's something I'm actively working on all the time. So just go ahead and see if your shoulders are wanting to do a little bit too much. Squeeze in on the ball. Through center, over to the left. Now tuck. Articulate back. Draw your belly to the spine the whole time. Again, my left sits bone is completely grounded. Squeeze in on the ball. Good. After this, we have 2 more. We're going to do some around the world with the roll-ups and the rotation. It's going to be fun. And 1 more. So before we do this, let's go ahead and take the ball out. Rest your legs over the foam roller. Give them a shake, shaking your knees in and out. Releasing those hip flexors a little bit. That is a hip flexor heavy exercise, even if you're really working from the core, you're still squeezing out of the ball, your legs are bent. There's a lot going on, right? So we're going to squeeze it. We're going to rotate to the left first. Again, my fingers are going to be touching in the center, hug a tree. They're going to be here the whole time. I'm going to rotate to the left, tuck my tail, roll back. Maintaining my curl, I'm going to come through center. And then I'm going to rotate. Nothing's changed to my curl. Nothing's changed to my upper body. I'm going to articulate up on the right and come through center. Now we reverse. Rotate to the right. Tuck your tail. Articulate back. Come through center. Rotate to the left. Articulate up. Through center. To the left. Really drop the belly to the spine. Really hollow out from hip to hip. Squeeze in under the arms. Squeeze in on the ball. Wrapping your glutes. And back through center. Let's do 1 more to each side. Through center. To the right. Articulate up. Come back to sitting tall. Final one, rotate to the right. Tuck your tail. Make sure that your fingertips are in the center of your sternum the whole time and they're not leading. You want your rotation to lead and your shoulders to follow. up, and through center. Good. Let's go ahead and place the ball off to the side. I'm going to, I'm going to place my foam roller under, sort of near my heel. There's not on my heel because as I roll up and down, it's going to be difficult to do so if my roller is right on my heel right now. It's sort of at the bottom, steep curve of my calf. I'm going to squeeze my legs together. Extending energy out of my toes. I'm going to reach tall, tuck my tail. I'm going to articulate back. Reaching my fingers up towards the ceiling. Now, as I'm lying here, I can let my glutes go, or I can really squeeze my glutes, press down under the foam roller at the back of my leg, and maintain my neutral spine in my body. We're going to begin roll up. Inhale, begin to articulate out. When my sacrum begins to peel off, I'm going to exhale, reaching my arms out long, maintaining a C-shaped curve, keeping my biceps by my ears as I fold over my legs. I'm going to inhale to pull back. And I'm going to exhale after my sacrum hits to release the mat. Inhale, begin to articulate out. Exhale when my sacrum peels off. So, your sacrum hitting the mat or your sacrum peeling off is when you begin the inhale or the exhale. So, inhale to begin. Exhale. And inhale to pull back. And exhale. Guys, I'm wrapping my glutes the entire time. I'm pressing into the mat to engage my legs. We're still using the roll up to help prepare for bridging. Nice and slow, guys. One more. No swinging. Let's control this movement. And come all the way down. From there, I'm going to scoot myself forward just a little bit. I'm going to pull my foam roller in under me. I have the foam roller on my arches near my heels, so I can really stand into the foam roller. I don't want it to roll away from me, but I'm definitely on the heel part of my arch. From there, I'm going to be rolling mid-back. So let's say halfway between a full bridge and a mini bridge, but let's go ahead and find that mini bridge first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to imprint my spine, tuck my tail, and just lift a little bit higher than I normally would. It's easy to find the articulation here because I am lifted. So I'm coming up to my bra strap. I would articulate down and release. For people not wearing a bra, your bra strap area would be if you were to take where your sternum and your 12th meet and draw a circle all the way around your back, and that's where it would be. So the back side of where your sternum and 12th meet is where you're going to stop the bridging. Inhale, exhale, imprint your spine. So I'm feeling this strongly in my hamstrings because I'm controlling the foam roller with a slight hamstring curl. Let's do one more. We're going to do something fun at the top. Fun. Inhale, exhale, imprint, and come up. And now I'm going to press the foam roller away an inch and pull it back my hamstrings. And press and pull. Here's 3, 4, 5, squeeze your glutes. 6, only up to mid-back. 7, 8, 2 more. And articulate down. We have one more bridge. We're going to be doing something with a single leg on both sides. So, press into the foam roller. Make sure that your heels are no wider than your sits bones. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Inhale, exhale to lift up, articulate up. I'm going to take my right leg and extend it straight up to the ceiling. Don't pull it towards your nose. Straight up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale our leg across the body for single leg circles and exhale back up. We want to maintain completely grounded and we don't want any movement. And now reverse. Inhale. My body's staying perfectly still. I'm only rolled up to mid-back or my bra strap or my sternum. Bend your knee. Place it down on the foam roller. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Inhale across and exhale back out. My circles are very small. It is a more precarious position with your heel on the foam roller. It takes a lot of work from your glutes and a lot of maintenance of the squeezing on your core of your body. And now, articulate back down. Now, give your knees a hug and gently rock from side to side. Good. From there, I'm going to extend one leg over the foam roller, lift the other leg up, and give it a nice pull behind the hamstring. And then I'm going to pull it into my chest and extend that leg long. Other leg up to the ceiling. Give a nice pull for a hamstring stretch. Really weight your sacrum down so that you're not stretching your back and glutes, so you're really stretching that hamstring. And then pull the knee into the chest. Good. Hold on behind your knees. Rock up to sitting with control. If you're swinging yourself up, that's not rocking up with control, guys. So from there, we're going to do some swimming. We're going to come onto our stomachs. After we do swimming, we're going to do some single leg kicks. I'm going to begin by making a pillow with my hands. I'm going to place my head on my hands. I'm going to pull my shoulders down my back by squeezing the muscles under my arms. Wrap my ribs, draw my belly up towards my spine. I'm going to squeeze my glutes and squeeze my inner thighs. Without shifting the weight in the front of my hips, I'm going to float my left leg up and lower it. And my right leg up and lower it. I'm doing this by squeezing my glutes and my hamstrings and my inner thighs. Drawing everything towards the midline. Good, I'm still going. Left leg. And now, squeeze it all together. We're going to do both legs and float. I don't want to see you go like this to lift your legs. Your upper body shouldn't have anything to do with it, right? Good. And now from there, I'm going to press my legs into the mat. Squeeze them together. Inhale. Keeping my hands connected with my forehead. I'm going to float my forehead up. And exhale back down. And inhale to lift. As you lift, wrap your ribs. One more. Good. Now extend your arms long on the mat. We're going to begin swimming. When you pull up, make sure that your biceps stay between your ears. You don't want to be looking straight ahead, crunching down on your spine. So inhale, exhale to float up. Looking down at the mat, drawing my belly in towards my spine. I'm going to begin swimming. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Shoot energy out of your fingertips and out of your feet. Slow down the swimming. I realized lately that I've been swimming very fast lately, and so I wanted to switch it up slightly. So if you're a slow swimmer, go ahead and go fast if you'd like. Keep it going. More. Now, reach out longer, longer, longer. Release down to the mat. From here, we're going to pull our arms back. So our shoulders are directly over our elbows. Our forearms are pressed into the mat. Our palms are wide and flat. I'm going to draw up and in on my abdominals, wrap my ribs, squeeze my glutes. We're going to do the single leg kick from here. So making my left leg light, I'm going to flex pulse to my booty, point pulse to my booty, and release. Now right leg, flex pulse, point pulse, and release. If you find your body going like this, you're using momentum to move your leg. Float your left leg up. This is glute. And glute. And release. And glute and hamstring. And glute, hamstring. Glute, hamstring. Release. Flex, point, release. Flex, point, release. Abdominals up and in. Flex. Shoulders nice and wide. One more. Flex, point, release. From there, I'm going to press. I'm going to release down. I'm going to press. I'm going to place my hands underneath my shoulders. Sorry. I'm going to begin to press up, tucking my tail, coming up into an angry cat, a very strong angry cat. Don't move your hands. From there, I'm going to keep that tuck and around my back. I'm going to press back. We're going into shell, a shell stretch. It's an active stretch. Really feel the tuck, drawing your pelvis towards your nose. Feel the stretch under your arms. Release back into a child's pose. I'm going to take my left hand, thread it underneath my right arm, trying to reach my right or my left ear down to the mat. I'm going to come back for center. Take my right arm and reach it underneath my left arm, thread it under. Trying to reach my ear down to the mat. And I'm going to back to center. I'm going to walk my fingers back, articulating up, feeling the support of the front of my body as I come all the way back up. Okay. And then we're going to be doing some reverse ab curling. And we're going to be moving in to rolling like a ball from there. On reverse ab curling though, I find that a lot of people swing their toes back towards their head when they're doing that so they can try to really get more movement on the reverse ab curl. The reverse ab curl and the rolling like a ball is in preparation for bridging as well as corkscrew 2 today though. So I'm going to hold on behind my knees, tap my tail, roll back. I'm going to take the ball, I'm going to squeeze it between my heels or above my heels, behind my ankle, and my glutes. I'm going to take my knees and draw them into my chest without tucking my tailbone. Wrap my ribs, platform my arms by my side. I'm going to use my arms to help lift me up. I'm going to inhale, exhale, peel my spine off. My tailbone off, and lower back down. Guys, my shoulders aren't doing anything. So if you find that your shoulders want to be involved, try to get more lower abdominals. Even if you only feel it inside, that's still really good. I'm still squeezing my glutes. I'm squeezing my hamstrings as I squeeze the ball with my heels, my glute, my thigh knee. Good. And when I said my shoulders are doing this, that's not true. They're getting quite tense, but I'm trying not to let them come off the mat. And one more. Good. Let's hold on to the ball. Hold on to the back of our knees. Rock my chin to my chest. And roll up with control. From there, I'm going to place the ball between my knees, just like we did earlier. I'm going to bring my heels into my glutes. Hold on on my shin between my patella and my ankles. Tuck my tail. Bring my nose down towards my ball. Maintain the same distance from your nose to the ball the entire time we do rolling like a ball. Otherwise, you're going to know that you're flipping your feet away from you to try to propel yourself up. Also, if you feel your low back flat tiring on the mat, use the ball as feedback for maintaining the C-shaped curve in your spine the entire time. So we're going to inhale, exhale, rock back, and come back up. Rock back to the tips of your shoulder blades. If you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, low back problems, neck problems, please don't do this exercise. Please maintain this hold. Guys, we're doing 8 here. Maintain that squeeze the whole time. Good. Don't swing yourself up and down. Try to increase your contraction to come back up. Oh, that one doesn't count. Here's 7. Let's do one more. And here's 8. Good. I'm going to go ahead and release the ball. We're going to place it under here real fast. We are going to do some more shoulder bridging with some more single leg circles and kicks. But for the first one, I'm going to walk my heels to my glutes. This is going to be a full shoulder bridge. Try to maintain a soft sternum and platform on your shoulder blades. Don't pop up onto the tops of your shoulders. So we're going to platform our arms by our sides. Inhale, exhale, tuck my tail and print and articulate up. We're looking for a straight line from our knees to our hips, to our underarms. I have a nice soft sternum. I'm lifting my hips to squeeze my glutes. I'm going to articulate back down, placing my spine down one vertebra at a time. Now when you tuck your tail, imagine that between your spine, from your tailbone to your shoulder blades, and under the mat, there's a piece of Velcro. So pull the Velcro up, 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 up. Good. And articulate down. Down, 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 down. We're squeezing in on the inner thighs. We're using our hamstrings. We're wrapping our glutes all the way down. We're pressing into our heels more than our toes. We have nice, wide shoulders. So we're incorporating everything that we've worked on in class so far. So go ahead and tuck your tail and lift. Now, without shifting your hips, bring your right leg up and inhale your leg across your body and exhale back out, and 2. Again, these are small circles, just like on the mid-back bridge, and no reverse. Squeeze that glute on the left side, and 3. Bend your knee in, place your foot down. Make sure your hips are still even. Extend your left leg up and inhale across, and exhale up. Good. Platform your shoulder blades. If you need a little bit more, raise your shoulders to the ceiling, raise your hands up to the ceiling, but lift, pressing into the heel, squeezing the glutes. Good. And here's 3. Bend your knee in, place it down, articulate down. We're going to do a second style of bridging today. It's more of a lower lift bridge where you squeeze your legs, where you squeeze your glutes to pop straight up into the bridge as opposed to our articulation. We're going to lift everything up and place it back down at the same time. Inhale, exhale, lift, squeeze. Make sure that you're still platformed on your shoulder blades, not popping up to try to lift your hips higher. And lower. And lift. Squeeze your inner thighs, wrap your glutes. 1 more. Now bend your right knee in, extend it up, flex your foot down, come thigh to thigh, point your foot and lift. The reason we come thigh to thigh is that we don't want our right hip to drop. And lift. Bend your knee in, place it on the mat, bend your left leg in, lift it up. Flex to lower, thigh to thigh, and lift. That way I can maintain my glute squeeze, and even though I'm challenging my body, I'm still maintaining proper alignment and lower everything down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. From there, I'm going to extend my legs up to the ceiling. Whoop, did you see that? I wanted to just bring them right up to my nose. Extend them straight into the ceiling, like they're posts sticking into the ceiling. From there, I'm going to imprint my spine, do a reverse ab curl, roll down onto my left side, bring my feet down towards the end of the mat, roll up on my right side, this is corkscrew 2, and tuck my tail, reverse ab curl. And I'm going to come down on my right side. My legs are squeezed together the whole time. And left. And now to the left. Woo! I don't want to come up into my reverse ab curl by swinging my feet over my head. I'm going to come up. I'm going to tuck my tail and lift slightly. And now I'm going to come around to the left. Squeeze my legs together the whole time. When I come through center, I'm going to reverse ab curl. And then I'm going to roll down the left side. Coming up the right. Coming up, up, up. When I get to center, I'm going to reverse ab curl. And then I'm going to roll down the right because it feels nice. And then I'm going to come back up to center. And I'm going to lift when I get to center. Good. I'm going to draw my knees into my chest. Rock gently from side to side. Place my feet on the mat. Separate them almost the width of the mat. And rock gently from side to side, lifting my back hip. From here, we're going to go ahead and do some kneeling side kicks, some tabletop leg pulls, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off with an ending exercise. So, exhale to rock up. So, kneeling side kick. Guys, we've worked our glutes a lot. They're more than prepared for this kneeling side kick. I'm going to come up onto my heels. I'm going to squeeze my glutes to open up the fronts of my hip flexors. I'm going to stack my shoulders over my hips over my knees. Much like the bridge, but kind of different because we're not platforming our shoulder blades, right? I'm going to bring my arms to a T, float off to the side, woo! Balancing my left leg in the air. I'm going to find my right hand on the mat. I'm going to extend my left leg long. I'm going to squeeze those side glutes. I'm going to squeeze my glutes on my right leg to open up the front of my hip. I'm going to lower my left leg and squeeze it up with my side glutes and lower and lift. 3, 4, wrap your ribs, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Press your back shin into the mat that's supporting you. 2 more. And now, without shifting the box of your body, you're going to bring your leg forward an inch, flex it, and pull it back an inch. And forward and back. This is not a big movement, guys. It's all all about maintaining your body while the load of your leg changes. Good. Keep breathing. Here's 9. Keep your foot flexed and parallel. And here is 10. Come back to center. Tiny circles, 10 in each direction. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now begin to bend your left knee as you float back up. Balance challenge again, and place it down. Good job, guys. Now, let's do the balance challenge to the right, and then let's go into the tabletop pulls. If you have wrist issues, come on to a fist in the side. Arms in a T. Begin to float your leg off to the side. Woo! I'm gonna do it. I did it. Woo! Not very gracefully, but it's done. Squeeze up under your arms so you're not sinking in your side. Press your glutes forward, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, lower, and squeeze it up with your outer glute. Press your back shin into the mat. Squeeze under your arm. Good. Here's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keeping it up, bring it forward and flex to pull it back. Draw your abdominals up and in. Good. Ooh, it's getting tiring. Oh, I'm sweating and shaking. Wrap your ribs. Good, bring your leg to center. 10 small circles in each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go and bend your knee. Begin to come up, up, up. Balance challenge, guys. Oh, I'm so tired. There we go. We're gonna come on to our glutes, sitting, squeezing our legs together. We're gonna place our hands right behind our hips, not right back here, to the side so, but if you slide them back, they would end right there. My feet are separated no wider than my sits bones. We're going to come up into a reverse tabletop plank. I'm going to pull my shoulders up, back and down, squeeze my glutes, press my hips up. I'm going to drop my hips down, and I'm going to squeeze to press them up. Protect your neck. Don't let it drop all the way up, back. I like to look forward slightly. From there, I'm going to go ahead and march. I'm going to bring my right foot up and lower, squeezing my glutes. Left foot and lower. Right foot. Wrap your ribs. Squeeze your glutes. Good. Whoop. And from there, we're going to lower down. Our final exercise is going to be a cat-cow with the foam roller. It's one of my favorites. I like to press out through the center for the nice shoulder release. I'm going to come in a quadruped position with my hands on the foam roller. If this does not work for you, please feel free to do cat-cow without the foam roller. But I'm going to tuck up, looking in at my thighs, squeezing my glutes through again. And then I'm going to exhale to come back through center and press the foam roller away. Sinking down into a cow. Tuck my tail, come back up into cat. Try to keep your hips pressed forward as much as you can. I know it's a little bit more difficult with a foam roller, but don't lose control of your glutes. Now come back to neutral. Sit back to your heels. Let's go ahead and take one more big deep breath. Thank you for joining me today, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.